Howdy guys, I'm back with more Mass Effect 3. Last time I helped cure the genophage during the Priority Tuchanka mission. Then I came back to the Normandy where we found out that Counselor Udina is up to no good, allegedly. Now before I head back to the Citadel, of course, I need to collect all the dialogue after the events on Tuchanka, so why don't I begin with this link to Hackett right behind me.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
How about Reaper progress?
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along.
Alright.
Wrex has deployed troops, and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them.
Okay, so I didn't realize that they weren't bothering with the Yogg. Gosh, can you imagine a galaxy full of those big beasties? That would be a very brutish galaxy. Okay, well, let's find out what's going on with everyone else. I'm especially interested in this one, the Quarians and Geth. You know, we haven't really talked a whole lot about Quarians and Geth this time around. No mention of Tali or anything, and you know there's got to be a war brewing between the Quarians and Geth, so I don't know if I'm going to get to that in this game the way things are going. I hope I do.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
No doubt, everyone's losing all of their ability to communicate. It just makes sense. Alright, how about the Batarians?
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Well, that just goes to show it's not necessarily the best idea to be a galactic asshole, because now you end up with no friends. Well, I guess there's a couple of Batarians here and there, and of course what I did at the end of Mass Effect 2, yeah, I think the Batarians as a whole are pretty much gone now. That's weird to think about. Alright, the Volus and Elcor.
Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
So the Reapers are willing to go after the Elcor of all things, but not the Yogg. I find that very interesting. So basically, do the Reapers find the Elcor threatening? Really, those big doofy snuffleupaguses? Alright, Allied forces.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Wrex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear.
Sounds like I'm making some pretty good choices. Alright, the Solarians, which aren't too happy with me right now, I already know.
How about the Solarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back-channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Nice.
Even after I cured the genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Solarian Union just because some Delatras didn't get her way.
Wow, well I'm really glad everything's working out the way I hoped it to. Hackett makes a good point. Just because what the Delatras or what some politicians want isn't necessarily what all Solarians want, and hell, that's something you could apply to almost every situation. Just because this is what our politician wants isn't what we want, oh my gosh, right? Alright, the Rachni.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction.
Huh.
In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
Wow, I don't think I'd want to be one of those engineers. Helpful or not, I wouldn't really want to work alongside, like, these weird bug creatures, but I guess they're surprisingly intelligent, right? That's pretty cool. Alright, my mercenaries, Arya's reinforcements.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful, and violent. Mostly Vorcha, I hear. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Oh, things are shaping up really well. Alright, galactic readiness.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
Well, by the sounds of it, the Yogg will be okay. Alright, I think we're done.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Oh, it feels like Hackett and Anderson are some of the only reliable people out there. Alright, so I guess Wrex is no longer aboard the Normandy. Not really any reason for him to be here. I might be mistaken, but I don't see Victus either, so I guess now that their missions are fulfilled, they have no further need to be on the Normandy. Well, but that's kind of a bummer. Less people to talk to now, I suppose, so let's...
You see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
Good point, I guess. So yeah, they're both out of here now. Well, I liked having Wrex on board. That's kind of a bummer. And I guess, I guess Chakwas would have her medical area back now that Eve and Paddock aren't in there anymore too, huh? Oh, what the heck?
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Oh.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Oh my gosh. These guys, like, I expected jokes out of Joker, but Garrus, man, I didn't know you were such a comedian. I guess I should know by now, though, huh? So, Garrus has moved into the cockpit here, and Edie's gone. Hold on a second. Where the heck is everyone? Yeah, Edie's not even up here anymore. Liara's where Liara goes. Oh, Edie's like on a different floor altogether. Well, this is kind of crazy. I like that. This is fun. I like that these guys are just sitting here having a good old time. Alright, well, do you have anything for me? Do I get any jokes?
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about, not Mordin.
Oh.
His name was Paddock.
Yeah, I guess it was. So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
It feels good. I did it for the war effort. Man, oh gosh. I guess I'm still gonna have to answer questions about the genophage. I can't quite wash my hands of it just yet. You know, I mean, it does feel good, but ultimately I did do it for the war effort, so I might as well be honest with him. He's my man, apparently, so no point in building a foundation based off lies. I did it for the war effort.
To be honest, I did it so the Krogan would help your people.
And believe me, it won't be forgotten. Our fleets will be there for Earth. I'll make sure of it.
I know you will.
And let's hope Wrex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
That could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
Whoa, really? You know, that kind of makes me think, you know, Garrus kind of inserted that little bit of dialogue there about how he's glad it's Wrex running the show, and, you know, I guess I could have killed Wrex back in Mass Effect 1, and if I had, it would be kind of interesting to see how this whole situation would have played out. Maybe Garrus is right. Maybe I would have, you know, stabbed them in the back. I don't know. I mean, this game, it's, you know, from Mass Effect 1, it deserves an entire replay just to see all the what ifs, right? Let's see. I was tempted. It never crossed my mind. I really don't think I was ever tempted, because I think this Shepard is pretty loyal to her friends, and yeah, I don't think no, it never crossed my mind.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
I agree 100% on that one. So let me just make sure they don't have anything else, dialogue-wise.
Commander?
Nope, nothing from you.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
He makes an excellent point. It's just rubble and Krogan standing around. Maybe we're gonna have to hire some contractors for him when this is all over.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live
okay.
now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
Alright, so done in there. That was pretty fun, I gotta admit. I really liked those jokes that they had right there. They just totally ragging on each other. Alright, how
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria.
Noveria, of all places, so I'm going back to Noveria. Interesting.
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
If I'm gonna play a game, I need something a bit more exciting.
Well, I doubt it compares to lobbing a grenade at a charging Krogan.
Few things do.
But it also results in fewer broken bones.
I'm gonna have to agree with Trainer there. I think I prefer chess, especially with rose quartz. Man, I bet that looks really, really spiffy. I do enjoy a game of chess, but strategy games are fun too.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see her in action.
Yeah, I think I've got a list of accomplishments hanging around somewhere. I know I've got a list of people that didn't make it under my command. How come we've got a list of people that died and not a list of all the awesome things I've done, man? Come on, it's bringing me down.
Commander.
Commander. Alright then, any new messages? Oh, goodness, making babies. Oh, geez. Alright, some real interesting emails. Some love, some hate. Alright, your regrettable decision. I think this is going to be something that comes up into play here pretty soon. From Dalatras Linron. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka. As I thought I made clear, curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. Once the Reaper threat has passed, if it passes, just throwing that out there. Once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping a resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the genophage, and the Solarian Union will be among their first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I am ashamed to also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. This is a dark day, not only for my people, but all of galactic civilization. Dalatras Linron, Solarian Union. Oh man. Dalatras, you can go kindly suck it. I mean, maybe she'd be right if it weren't Wrex leading the people. Just like Garrus said, maybe, I don't know if Reeve would be the leader of the Krogan otherwise, or whoever it would be, but maybe she would be right in that situation. But I think Wrex has got a good control on this, especially with Eve, uniting the clans. I think we're gonna be okay, I really do. Alright, making babies from Erdnot Wrex. Shepard, making babies again will be fun. Gosh, I'm surprised he managed to find the time to write an email. Making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, you getting some. Of course you're happy. Eve is in the Kelphic Valley enlisting support from the other clans and spreading the word. Sounds like she's spreading more than just the word. Ho ho! Alright, she's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her, but too bad. I run the show. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Oh, good old Wrex. Wrex is Wrex through and through. I definitely like him a little bit more, every time I talk to him. Alright, impressive work from General Corinthus. Commander Shepard, when you first arrived on Mene, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You've brokered an alliance that many thought impossible. Palaven might be saved after all. With great respect, General Corinthus, Mene Command. Awesome. It's good to be appreciated. Alright, still fighting from Shiala. Dear Commander Shepard, I don't know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Zhu's Hope are fighting again. This time it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now. I can confirm that, but the spores in our bodies remain, and on some level we are still connected. Ooh, gosh, so that's still going on all these years later. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. Uh-oh. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sovereign's voice in my mind when I went willingly to the Thorian as its thrall, but my connection to the people of Zhu's Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper voices. My goodness. This situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for their own safety, but with one mind, the untrained fight with the skill of veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, or how you spared me. We are leaving Pharaoh soon, and when the time comes, we will fight with you. Not sure if I want your help after reading that, but I guess, you know, man, you know, it's easy to condemn people that are like, okay, you're like a hive mind, you're indoctrinated, but I think, you know, we're so focused on individuality that, you know, maybe this isn't so bad. I mean, she's saying that it makes them strong fighters, but, you know, as individuals, they might really suck, though. I don't know, that's some crazy stuff. Alright, ANN alert. New article on Reaper from Alliance News Network information partners, Pharos. A group of colonists on Pharos have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Jew's Hope, said to be survivors of a savage geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. Okay, so that goes along with that right there. The colonies are using impoverished weapons, as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Lisbeth Bainham said. We've survived worse, and we know how to fight together. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. Man, that is some crazy-ass business there. Alright, War Asset acquired Jew's Hope colonists, so I guess that's for all the great things I did in Mass Effect, the first one, right? Yeah, here's my wall of shame, I guess. Do we have to put Paddock Wix's name on here now? I think we do. Alright, so it seems like people have moved around. Doesn't look like anyone's in any of these areas, but Chakwas is back in medical and Edie is over here, so eager to find out what's going on there. I'm going to take a, well, not going to take a quick peek in here, but not really a lot going on in either room. How about in here? Nope, nothing new to say, nothing going on in here, just never hurts to check, right? Probably the same thing in here, nothing going on, nothing at all. Or in here, nope. I guess people might move into here at another point in the game or something. Alright, so Chakwas has her medical room back. How you doing?
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Well, I think I might be a bit behind on her dialogue there. She just now saw Garrus walking around.
Hello, Commander.
Okay, awkward. Alright, so, Edie's supposed to be in here, and there she is. What's going on?
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Man, 2 kilometers. That's staggering to think about these things being so huge. Well, I'm kind of starting to like this whole Edie taking the initiative here. That's pretty cool. She's really trying to help, isn't she?
Hello, Shepard.
Man, Cerberus don't really know what they did when they... Well, maybe they did know what they were doing. Maybe that's the problem. But, man, they made Edie just almost too useful, didn't they? Alright, so I guess there's not going to be anyone back in the main battery here, since this is where Garrus usually is, but he's hanging out swapping jokes with jokers, so yeah, nothing going on there. So let's go say hi to Liara and her little glyph thing, dude.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor.
Whoa.
We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
I don't know if that should be out of the question. It might be a good idea to retrieve the Reaper, of course. You know, the Thresher Maw took it down into the earth with it, so not sure if I'd want to mess with any of that, actually. Alright, let's go through Liara's computer with her right next to us. Mass relay traffic reports. Increase, decrease in recent relay traffic. Widow increased. Omega-2 increased. Tasail increased. Sainhand, huge decrease. Paleon, a small decrease. Charon, unavailable. Shangxi, Theta, unavailable. Why? I wonder why she's pulling this data. I wonder what that's for. Alright, let's talk.
Genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they?
I don't think so.
Wrex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check?
I believe
he
can.
Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire?
No, I think the Krogans are going to be going in a different direction, or at least that's what I'm hoping. I just want to hope right now and just deal with it after the Reapers are dealt with.
Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known.
That's awesome.
The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions.
Yeah, see?
We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy.
Ooh, a Krogan counselor? I think so.
I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better.
Me too. I mean, you know, we saw in the ruins at Tuchanka that the Krogan are capable of having, like, culture, that there's more to them than just fighting everything. They're sorely overdue for a renaissance.
Feel free to look around.
I will.
Feel free to look around.
Alright. So, nothing else going on.
Please, enjoy your day.
Aw, well, thank you, Glyph. Alright, so just going to continue looking around the Normandy here. So I need to head into engineering, see how they're doing with that pipe thing that I never turned in, but they started working with anyway. Let's...
Dabby, what do you think about our new yeoman, Miss Trina?
She's not a yeoman, she's a communication specialist. And you're barking up the wrong tree, Kenneth. You're not her type.
Oh, well, perhaps you should go and talk to her then.
Maybe I should. Nobody's barking up my tree.
If it works out, be sure to take video.
My gosh, are you guys gonna get married anytime soon or what? Alright, so I do still have, oh, that's the new one. I still have this in my quest log, so maybe I can turn it in now or something?
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
It went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our ESO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Wow.
Do it.
Aye.
Well done, everyone.
Wow, awesome. So, because I authorized their release, they gave me a war asset. That was really worth doing. Awesome. And that took care of that quest now, too. That's done. Cool. Alright, any more dialogue?
Nothing to report, Commander.
Nope, seems to be all good.
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Oh my.
Shepard.
Oh, okay.
My board is green.
Your board is green?
My board is green.
It's orange! Are you drunk or colorblind? This is orange. I don't see green anywhere. Anywhere! And in this whole room, actually. Oh, actually, no, this is green. Green as I walk out the door. Ha ha ha. Alright, so... anyone? Okay, oh yeah, I guess I need to go talk to Javik and the reporter. Whoops, forgot about them. How could I? Hey, Javik. Ooh.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Miranda.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis.
Grunt.
His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. there was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
That's cool.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Yeah, that's true, because we care about one another. Oh man, look, oh, don't make me answer this. Okay, maybe this will change if I ask him about the cosmic imperative.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
I don't know. I don't know what we would even consider actually weak, because every single person, no matter what they are, has some gift or something they can offer us. So I don't really feel like there's anyone that would even qualify as weak. What is weakness? Inability to fight? I mean, you know, the people that aren't fighting are the people that are, you know, engineers working on something, right? I mean, even people that, you know, have some kind of impairment, like we think about, like, Project Overlord, and, you know, the poor fellow that had, I guess, severe autism, and, you know, he was still valuable. He's not weak, even though he has a disability, right? He still has a purpose, and he's still putting forth something. He has a gift to share with the world, right? He loved letting everyone know what the square root of every darn number was, right? So, the weak hold us back. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what he's considering weakness, though, is the thing, because I really do believe that everyone, and not just in the Mass Effect world, but in the real world too, everyone has a unique gift that they have to share with the world, or in this case the galaxy, and they need to be protected if, you know, that's what we're considering weak. So they need protection. They have a gift they need to offer, you know. He says the weakest species are doomed, so he's talking about, you know, not even people as individuals. He sees, oh, okay, maybe this, like, maybe let's say the L-Corps, they're weak, they're doomed, and it's like, well, their gift is they're great entertainers, they make the best actors in the whole galaxy, right? Okay, but you guys do get what I'm saying, so I'm gonna go with the weak need protection.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life.
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Yeah, I mean, he does kind of have a point. You know, he's 50,000 years old. He comes from a long time ago, and, you know, I can't even understand him, and he can't really understand me. You know, I believe that everyone has something they can offer, something that makes them strong, unique, gifted, whatever, but he sees people as, you know, not people, but even whole species as, what can you offer? What can you do for me? Are you strong? Are you smart? Are you quick? Oh, you know, you're not anything. You're just, all of you are weak, right? He doesn't look at the individual. He looks at the whole, which isn't right. So, I'm going to go with probably not.
Maybe. Or maybe you'd still be a soldier.
I do wonder sometimes. Living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
Does it get to you?
It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
think I disagree with him on that one, too. We're very much the masters of our own destiny, right? He says the stone has no choice in what it's carved. Well, we're the carvers. We're not the stone, right? We make the choices. We're shaped by the choices we make, not whatever fate befalls on us. I don't agree. I'm sitting here having like this deep argument with Javik over here. I wish I could just type, "You're wrong, noob." Okay, let's see if he has anything else to say. I'll stop being silly now.
You have killed a Reaper. I would like to have seen it. No matter. There will be more.
I'll make sure I bring
Plenty more.
Oh.
Yes. A difficult fight remains. I have heard about the offer the Solarians made. I would have accepted it, and not told the Krogan. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers.
Ouch. I mean, he's not wrong, but... everything I have done has been moving a piece on the board to acquire... even Eve was a bargaining chip. I even told her that to her face, so, it's kind of... I'm kind of backpedaling by saying, yeah, I'm helping my friends! That's just me trying to make me feel better about my choices. He is right, though. He really is. Man, Javik just called me on my own BS, didn't he? Talking to him makes me feel bad. I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. No, okay, I'll finish up here.
If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand. In the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers.
Well, you're just a bunch of rainbows and puppies. I should have brought... Gosh, I should bring him with me everywhere and hear what he has to say. Just complain non-stop, huh?
Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
I can't. Everyone rides my butt otherwise.
Do not care what others think.
Oh, man.
Do what you must.
I wasn't ready for all of that. Javik is certainly a character, isn't he? Interesting fellow. Alright, any news updates?
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid.
Okay.
Commander, got a minute?
Sure do.
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni war and Krogan rebellions?
Ooh, I've got a little choice here. This is Krogan redemption. They need us too. Let's go with... This is Krogan redemption. They need us. Let's go with they need us too.
We all know our history, but this isn't 1400 years ago.
But if the genophage is gone, what makes these Krogan different from the ones that rebelled?
The Krogan have no warships. If the Reapers focus on them, they could be wiped out. Combining their infantry with the Turian fleet is a huge asset, and both parties know it.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
Well, I think they deserved it. That can be negotiated.
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong.
I like her.
Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
All right, I really like her. She is a cool chick. Ooh, I even got a war asset there. Well, do you have anything else?
Commander.
Nope. All right. Yeah, I like her. She's pretty cool. All right, so just one more place to visit, which is down here with James and Cortez, maybe? Is that him over there? Is Cortez over here? Is this just some other clown messing around? Okay, no, it is Cortez.
With you till the end, Shepard.
Oh.
Ma'am?
Oh, okay. Well, you're a sweetheart. Alright, well, let's go see what Mr. Vega has to say over here, still hanging out.
You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right?
He's got a point. I mean, we were all exposed to it. Hopefully it doesn't... I'm just kind of assumed it wouldn't do anything to non-Krogan, but he's got a point.
Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers.
Indeed. really get back to the matter at hand.
I was looking at the specs on that Reaper you took out on Tuchanka. That was one of the small ones?
What?
Don't get me wrong, it's still dead, but damn. There was nothing small about it.
Seriously. Agreed.
Hey.
Hey. Alrighty, so I believe I have caught up to all of my dialogue after the Tuchanka priority mission. So I did pick up a new N7 mission, which I know these N7 ones haven't been the most exciting, but it is taking me back to Novaria, so maybe that one will be a little bit more interesting. I hope, maybe, I don't know. Alright, so next time I think I'm going to do this N7 mission, and depending on how long it takes me, I'll be following up with Priority, the Citadel. I'm really eager to see what Udina is up to. I have a long and complicated history with Udina, so I find this extremely exciting. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching me play Mass Effect 3. Really do appreciate you guys, and I'll see you with another video soon. Bye for now.